Guys, welcome. Emergency episode yet again. Some samples came in and I'm going to give some first reactions to them. Let's get into it. If you guys have seen my last video where I had a sample unboxing, I had two Byredo samples. We had Mojave Ghost EDP and Bald Freak EDP. And now I'm excited because I have the Absolu versions of both of those. And I also have Sospiro Vibrato, which is a really hyped up niche fragrance. So excited to try these. I'll get back with you guys when I get the bottles out of it. So the packaging is actually pretty cool with these. This is from Los's Sample Shop. So Byredo'S, the Sospiro in there. I'm gonna open these up and see it. But yeah, pretty packaging, which is cool. I don't care too much about how they look. I really just care how they smell, but cool bonus to it. Alright. Mojave Ghost, Sospiro Vibrato, Bald Freak Absolu. I'm just gonna start with Bald Freak. It's the one I'm most excited for. Let's open it up. Smell a little bit. I'm gonna do a spray on my hand for all of these. All right. Okay, it's pretty similar to the EDP on the opening. Really fresh. I can see how there's some more depth to this one, so I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit. I'm gonna try the other ones and then I'm gonna get back to you once all three of them have sat on my skin for a little bit and just see how they live on my skin over a little bit of time. So Bald Freak, my left hand. I'm gonna go with Mojave Ghost on my right hand. Let's see. Okay, again, pretty similar to the EDP version on the opening and the initial smell. But again, I'm gonna let it dry down and I'll get back with you on that. So go ahead and do Sospiro Vibrato as well. So, Bald Freak, Mojave Ghost. We're just gonna do Vibrato on first. Okay, that's really nice. Very, very fresh, super strong, like ginger smell. Reminds me of like when you get sushi and you have a little ginger on the side, or like a ginger ale, so ginger, right? There's also some like citrusiness in there. So that's nice. I'm gonna let that sit as well, and I'll get back to you guys when they've all sat on my skin for a little bit. It's been about 3 hours since I've initially sprayed each of these on my skin, and I'm here to tell you what I think now. So the Bald Freak Absolu is my favorite of these three. One of my favorites in my collection. It might be my very favorite. It's super floral on the opening, super fresh, pretty sweet. I wouldn't say like extremely sweet, but really fresh and florally, pretty unisex on the opening. So that makes it similar to the EDP, but what separates it is the strength of the dry down, which is why I wanted to wait and come back after a few hours to test the dry down for you guys. But this one is absolutely amazing. Super soft and cool. There's more complexity in the notes. I think praline's one of the listed notes in here. You get a hint of vanilla maybe, but it's like that super sweet florally opening similar to the EDP. But yeah, like I said, the Absolu just takes it up a notch. It's already performing way better, and that's going to be similar with the Mojave Ghost compared to that EDP. But yeah, Bald Freak Absolu, man, this stuff is good. This stuff is awesome. It's probably my favorite in my collection now, just straight scent profile, and I'll definitely be reaching for this one. And I'm probably gonna go through this little bottle pretty quickly, so that's a really good one. So the Mojave Ghost on the dry down is a little bit different than the EDP version, similar to how the Bald Freak Absolu is different than the EDP version on the dry down. So it's one thing I was looking forward to when I ordered these, is that they'd be deeper, more complex. The scent profile wouldn't be too different, or at least I hoped it wouldn't, because the EDPs were really good, but this one for sure lasts longer. The Absolute's stronger like I expected. So it's safe to say the Mojave Ghost Absolute is absolutely another bang. So Sospiro Vibrato is the last of the three samples, and this one compared to these two is much more similar to its opening. As I'm smelling the dry down, I mean, it's the ginger and grapefruit are the two main accords in this one, and I can get those a lot. Like sometimes some accords in different clones, some different notes I don't really pinpoint. Like I can't tell you that, oh, I smell bergamot or I smell iris in this. I just don't know what those things smell like, very truthfully. So this though does smell like grapefruit. I have smelled grapefruit before. It does smell like ginger. I have smelled ginger before. So there's the citrusiness of the grapefruit in here, which reminds me of my LV Symphony dupe, my Cottage Island Dreams. But the ginger adds a nice touch. It's deeper. It's just richer. I don't know how to describe it really, but super fresh, super clean, and yeah, this is just really nice. I like this a lot. I'd highly recommend for summer, spring, as it's warmer out. I think this is just the definition of fresh. A lot of people say this is a summer masterpiece, and I don't know if, I don't just throw the word masterpiece around, but this is really nice as I've tried it so far. So would recommend Sospiro Vibrato for a summer scent. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm super happy with how each of these samples turned out. I like all three of them a lot. I'm gonna definitely be wearing them in the coming days, and I will see you guys in the next one, where I'm gonna be doing the next part in my fragrance collection, where I'm picking several fragrances to fit inside a given budget. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.